Yeah, hello guys. It's Henry again, and today we're going to be talking about the Igbo people and their relationship to ancient Egypt and today's America. Yeah, first things first, I'm going to start by saying the Igbo people are a particular tribe in southeastern Nigeria, and they are one of the most industrious tribes and one of the most sophisticated tribes in Nigeria, if not Africa. And they claim to be descendants of Hebrews or Jews. In fact, they actually say the word Igbo is the same as the word Hebrew. It's just a misconception. But different from that, let's face real facts here. Um, there are some there are some evidence or there are some things that we're going to be talking about today. First things is the pyramids. They call it the Insude pyramids. Those pyramids are pyramids found in Igbo land, and it's similar to the pyramids that are found in Egypt and the ones that are found in ancient Mexico as well. And every signs of pyramids shows signs of civilization, just the way we have skyscrapers today in some developed worlds. In those days, it was pyramids that actually shows that this particular geographical area has been civilized or is a big city. So, one of the places where they found these pyramids in Igbo land, they also found what they call the Igbo bronze or the beads. These beads are glass beads, and the Igbo people weren't into glass technology, but we were into metal technology. So these beads are beads that was found in ancient Egypt. In fact, they were actually beads that were used as trade, barter trades. They used it in exchange for goods and services back then. Yeah, back in the olden days. I think maybe the ninth century. And according to some of the Igbo cosmology, they said their descendants was of Eri, which which was the seventh son of, I think it's Jacob, and Eri was found in the Bible, and even till today, we still have the Igbo people still have a place called Aguleri, which is like the cradle where Eri landed when they moved from North Africa down to West Africa through the Nile River. So, talking about the Erie, where Erie landed, is still there today. Um, there's a kingdom, there's an Erie kingdom. Till today, we still reference Erie, like the Igbo people still reference Erie as the founder of the Igbo race. So there has been migration from North Africa down to West Africa. Not only the Igbo people has that story. There are some tribes in Ghana and even West African countries that has similar story of migrating from North Africa down to West Africa. But the relationship with Igbos and today's America is what is quite complicated or complicating, because according to the story or what I read, 30% or 40% of the slaves that was taken to the Americas are Igbos, and they are known because of the Igbo landing and some things. There are various uh, um, um, stories, or there's various landmarks that Igbos have even in America, in Georgetown, I think. Yeah, that's Chicago. I don't know. I'm not an American, but they actually came down to Ebola. Some of the indigens from some of the black folks from that part of the world came down to West Africa, Igbo land, to actually identify with their culture and to actually tell the story of how they are related to the Igbo people that actually lives in Nigeria right now. And apart from the Americas, the Igbo people has a trace in, I think that yes, in Cuba and in Jamaica, and there are some other Caribbean countries that Igbos were taken to as slaves, then moved to America. Why I'm saying this actually is because sometimes the Igbos confuse themselves with the Israelites. I don't know about the term Israelites, but I know that the Igbos have a lot of similarities with the ancient people that lived in Egypt. One, because of the pyramids that was found in Igbo land. Two, because of the beads, the currency that were used on barter trade during during the time. And three, the story that was told by the elders in Igbo land of today. They still have the stories of the migration from North Africa down to West Africa, and this the setup here, which is the present day Igbo land. I think one of the major problem of the migration was during the Babylonian invasion and the Persian invasion. Yeah, I think a lot of migration happened, not just for the Igbo people. There are other tribes that are related to, I think, that lived in northern Nigeria. So I won't call them Egyptians. I won't call them Cushites. Neither will I call them Israelites. But I know some are Hebrews and some are Igbos. Yeah, I'll get back to you with the continuation of the video.